Greetings, people of the future. On this day of your year, we decided to open up the vault and dig out another time capsule from the raw and puckered annals of our Cinema Insomnia history. We now present to you, for educational purposes only, a classic episode from our library, reconstructed with the best elements known to TV science. Enjoy.
I'm not dreaming. I am watching Cinema.
Actually, I like that. You should
Okay,
have kept going
Cinema.
with that.
Okay, here we go.
Introduce yourself first.
Okay. Hello, this is Irwin Keyes from House of a Thousand Corpses, playing the role of Ravelli, and I am not dreaming. I am here in Cinema Insomnia.
Could you just do a...
You are under my power. Look into the hypnotic eye. Time now to enter Mr. Lobo's domain. Look out! Open your mind to the possibility that they're not bad movies, just misunderstood. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia.
Tonight's feature is brought to you in SuperArgo-Scope, but don't worry, we've formatted it to fit your television screen. I'm Mr. Lobo. The country that has given us insomniacs hot espresso and cold pizza has also given us a superhero film that's a real kick in the aspect ratio. Panavision, CinemaScope, Superama, VistaVision, Duo Dimension 70, Peripheround, Distracto Walleye Deluxe, these are some of the more popular widescreen film formats made wider initially to compete with television, sometimes are adapted to the small screen with mixed results. Black bars on the top and bottom of the screen, panning and scanning, trying to get the best view like a hungry roving eye peeking through a dressing room keyhole, or so I come to understand. Anyway, tonight through the magic of SuperArgo-Scope, we are going to explore the dynamic comic book exploits of Italian super wrestler turned superhero turned super spy by focusing on 1/3, the all-important middle third of the picture. Unfortunately, due to union restrictions, however, we're going to present the credit sequence of the film with the black bars on the top and bottom in full screen. We're supposed to read their names or something. Anyway, but immediately, following the credits, we cut right into the slightly pinkish center of SuperArgo in SuperArgo-Scope. Enjoy.
like she done it before. She can do it again, my love. Would you, maybe? But not big.
I guess you're proud of your brother.
I sure am.
Boy, oh boy. Hey, what happened? What is this? What do they want?
Let go of her.
They got your sister.
Let go!
I said let go of her.
Kids, you can have a keen cyborg costume just like in tonight's film, Super Argo, that you can make yourself. All you have to do is put on one of Dad's old suede jogging suits, slip on a pair of Mom's pantyhose over your face like this, add a spaghetti strainer and some vacuum cleaner tubes. Maybe go down to an adult boutique and pick up a thong or a codpiece. And you're ready for an evening of chastisement and quiet humiliation. Cinema Insomnia in SuperArgo-Scope will be back right after this.
There I was, out on my first assignment for them. Checked my spy attaché case. Burglar alarm off. Telescope set. Code sender ready. Coding machine okay. Signal flasher on. Passport, spy money. Built-in camera loaded. Microphone ready. Testing 1, 2, 3. He's coming through. Loud and clear. He's coming. Agent to the headquarters. He's coming. Hurry. Well done, Agent 2. Thanks.
Get your super spy attaché case now. Only Sears has it.
My name is Bond, James Bond. My instructions were implicit. I was to leave for Jamaica in 2 hours. License to kill.
Now you maybe miss it.
You don't miss a thing.
I decided to accept your invitation,
I have to leave immediately.
just as things were getting interesting again.
Mr. Lobo is trying to contact Super Argo tonight so he could grant us an interview. I'm not having much luck, though. Phantomas, Samson, Santo. No. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see. Diabolique, Batman. Here we go. Argo, comma, Super.
You have reached the home office of the Argos. I'm away practicing my psychic powers at the moment. Mr. Lobo, if this is you, there is no need to leave a message. I will grant you an interview for your show tonight.
He's good. We now return to Reel 2 of Super Argo, presented in SuperArgo-Scope.
What is it? What's wrong?
Help, there!
Stop! Stop or I'll shoot! I said stop!
Mr. Davis,
Yes?
the head of the Secret Service is here.
Stafford? Send him in. I'll see him right away.
Good morning, Davis.
Mr. Stafford, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Actually, I was hoping to speak to Kenton.
He flew down to Miami for the sword fishing and left me in charge.
I see.
Cigarette?
Thank you.
Something we can do for you?
It's about Joe Brand.
One of our police cases.
Yes, I know, but I'm afraid we're in on it now. This morning I got a call from the big chief telling me to get cracking.
We found it extremely perplexing. I have the report right here. The world's best athletes have been disappearing for the last 2 years. 2 marathon runners, 1 shot putter, 5 boxing champions, 2 decathlon, 5 long-distance cyclists. With Joe Brand, that makes a total of 16 athletes. What do you think's going on, Mr. Stafford?
Me? I only know one thing. That this looks like one of the toughest jobs I've ever had in my department. A lot of time has been wasted. Now that the Secret Service is responsible, this problem must be solved without further delay. I'm only quoting the chief, but he recommended one of your men, SuperArgo.
SuperArgo could be very helpful.
Would you lend him to my department if we decide to call on him?
He's available at the present time, if you want to talk to him.
I don't know. I'll tell you my trouble. I can't really put very much confidence in an agent who calls himself SuperArgo and wears a mask and has that strange red costume.
In spite of his costume, he's a man of exceptional gifts. And that's not all. He's been training recently with a friend of his, an Indian mystic, to increase his psychic development. The results are remarkable.
I suppose he's been learning to levitate himself, right? Good for him.
No, this is serious. Just let me show you our files. That'll change your opinion of SuperArgo. Janet, please get out the reports on SuperArgo. Come on, you'll enjoy this.
Davis is here. Let him in.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. SuperArgo is waiting for you.
Do you mean he was expecting our visit?
No, but naturally he felt your presence. This way, please.
Sorry to disturb you, SuperArgo, but it's important. You've met Stafford, haven't you, head of the Secret Service?
I hope we haven't interrupted you in the middle of a trance or something.
As a matter of fact, you did. But don't worry, we'll forgive you anyway.
Thank you.
Stafford is very anxious to talk to you. It's about the case
I know already.
Splendid. I suppose you read my mind, eh?
It's fairly simple. Especially a mind whose thoughts are displayed like an open book.
Sounds like magic.
This isn't magic, it's science. A science which anyone can learn by serious study. But unfortunately, the world is full of people who have to burn their fingers before they learn that a fire is hot. You don't believe me? We'll give you a demonstration. Take a look at this vase.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about pottery.
I can assure you it's authentic, but I wasn't asking you about its value. I merely want to show you it's in perfect condition.
Yes, all right.
Thank you. It's a shame to sacrifice such an object, but it'll be a valuable lesson. And now, gentlemen, you will observe how my pupil has already surpassed his teacher. Well, Mr. Stafford?
No doubt it's a kind of optical illusion.
It's a case of psychic energy, sir. You see, all men have it, but few are able to concentrate it dynamically. SuperArgo possesses this power to a high degree.
Never mind, come here.
Yes, let's get down to business. One of my superiors said that you might help us with a most important case.
You mean the disappearance of Joe Brand, the case of the missing champions?
Yes, precisely. You'll be transferred from the police to my department temporarily. Do you mind that?
Nothing wrong with that. Assuming you'll accept my conditions.
Your conditions? I don't understand.
SuperArgo isn't an ordinary agent. He works with us on a more or less freelance basis.
Well, tell me, what are your conditions?
I need a free hand. That means there'll be no interference. However, I also...
Stop right there, Superman. Evidently, you don't remember that, as it happens, I, not you, run the Secret Service. Sorry about this, Davis, but that's life. Thanks for your time. Good day.
Where's that coming from? You know, this neighborhood used to be so nice, till the robots moved in. Now they're always hanging around Mr. Lobo's car. Hey, get a job, you greaseball! Sorry about that.
Inside the city of Toothopolis.
Our powerful secret weapon, Advanced Formula Crest Gel, is ready.
And just in time as...
Cavity creeps attacking! Pull out the Crest teeth!
Holes in teeth!
Crest gel, Crest gel.
Crest Gel with fluorostat ready, sir!
Fire away!
Repelled by Crest Gel.
Yeah! Watch sweets.
See your dentist!
And fight the cavity creeps with our great-tasting secret weapon.
Advanced Formula Crest Gel!
Cinema Insomnia is back with more Super Argo, presented in wider than your screen SuperArgo-Scope, and brought to you by Ohio Art, makers of the all-new electronic Etch-A-Sketch. Yes, simply by twisting a knob, you can use your electronic Etch-A-Sketch to illustrate the width and height of film aspect ratios. And electronic Etch-A-Sketch also makes shrill beeping noises for no reason whatsoever. And just like the internet, you can use your electronic Etch-A-Sketch to do your banking from the comfort of your home, office, secret lair, or van. Let's watch.
Stop! Hold in the name of the law! Stop or we'll shoot! Oh my God, you're not human!
Sorry, Mr. President, but it was impossible for me to know that... Yes, of course it was my fault. I'll be more careful in the future. SuperArgo? Yes. Yes, he's here with me now. Naturally, he'll have a free hand. My whole department is completely at his disposal. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. President. Hear that? I'm in your hands. Do whatever you like, it's up to you. But do something before I go out of my mind. Who are these faceless giants? What do they want? Who's behind it? I don't know where to begin. Have you got any ideas?
Yes? One. But I really don't know if it's the right one. I've already made some inquiries. And for my first move, I need the help of a certain young lady who's asked me for protection.
Who's she?
Claire Brand. Joe Brand's sister. She's a swimming champion. If you recall, the giants tried to kidnap her, too. I'm convinced they'll try again. And I'll be waiting when they do. Try to sound tired.
The Brand residence. Operator. Operator? There's no one there.
Splendid. It must be them.
You think so?
I hope so.
SuperArgo, what time are you coming to do the interview? Oh, right after the intermission. Well, excellent. That gives Mr. Lobo some time to drive down to the Galleria and pick up one of those take and bake pizzas. You folks at home might want to get yourself a snack as well.
Oh no! The Mach 5 has been sabotaged. Speed, if you don't win, we could lose everything. Here, Speed. Huh? The Volkswagen GTI.
Faster, Speed!
Look out! This GTI is amazing, and it's got room for 4.
Make that 6!
On the road of life, there are passengers, and there are drivers.
Go, Speed, race and go!
This is Mr. Lobo, and you're watching Cinema Insomnia, presented in SuperArgo-Scope. And tonight's feature is Super Argo, a sort of Mexican wrestling movie, Italian style. A spaghetti wrestler, if you will, topped in a rich, meaty red sauce and coated with lots of cheese. Bon appetito.
Mean you're scared?
No, only I'm a bit nervous.
You should be nervous. You're the bait in the trap I've set. We must capture one of those faceless giants. Don't forget your brother's life is at stake.
I'll be all right.
I feel you're wondering why I wear a costume and mask.
I must admit I was.
Well, that's not surprising. Anyway, the reason's simple enough. It was my costume as a professional wrestler. And because it brought me good luck then, I still wear it. Now you'd better get some sleep.
No, I don't feel tired. I think I'll make a cup of tea.
Good. If you don't mind, I'll have some too. Wait. Come on, quick. You have to stay out of sight and lock the bedroom door.
I want to stay with you.
Do as I say, don't argue.
Listening post SKL, over.
This is SuperArgo. I want you to connect me with Stafford.
Mr. Stafford, do you know what time it is?
It's 4 in the morning. It's all right, you can wake him up if you have to. This is urgent business.
Hold on.
What is it? What's going on?
Bad news, Stafford. The Giants kidnapped Claire.
Couldn't you stop them?
There were just too many for me, but I'll explain later. I have to return to Claire's. I killed one of the Giants. I want to examine him. Notify Camier. I need his advice. And if you're interested, you can join us.
I'll be there.
Where is it? Where did you put it?
What?
The body of the giant I killed.
We didn't find a body here.
But it was right here, pinned to the door with a spear. Look at that. That's the hole it left. Why, he couldn't have walked away by himself. He was dead. The point of this spear went right through his heart. But it's perfectly clean. That's funny. No. I'm not suffering from hallucinations, so don't look at me like that. I killed that monster with a spear. I know it.
Perhaps you did. I won't argue. But explain to me why the monster didn't leave any blood on this thing, or on the rug, or the door.
If I could only capture one of those monsters and examine it. But I'm afraid that will have to wait. Claire asked for my protection, and I must find her.
The only trouble is that you're right back where you started.
Yes, I believe it may work.
You guess, then?
No, I have simply read the thoughts that pass through your mind, and I approve of your idea.
Stafford, I've decided to return to the ring.
What do you mean? What about the missing champions? You giving up the case?
Oh, no. On the contrary. I want a huge publicity campaign with the entire press carrying the story. SuperArgo goes back to the ring. Stafford, you arrange the match. I'll leave it up to you.
This is a great night, ladies and gentlemen. SuperArgo's return to the ring has aroused enormous enthusiasm in the crowd here. SuperArgo is in great shape. He looks ready for anything. He's sizing up his opponent, and I think he's got this fight in the bag.
This will only take a couple of minutes. Wait for me outside.
One of the funniest we have. Nice goal. Great. I've never seen one go
So that's basically the direct. Hello? Hello? Hold on. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. You just keep driving straight until you hit the Atlantic Ocean, and then you can't miss it. We have lots and lots of middle-aged truckers for you to wrestle here. You're going to love our country. Excuse me for a second. You ever notice that the closer you get to SuperArgo, the larger and larger communication device you have to use to talk to him? Cinema Insomnia will be back after this short break.
Ratfink and Boo-Boo, masked men dedicated to fight crime and preserve justice.
Look, Boo-Boo, young lady in distress.
Won't somebody help me?
Me first, Ratfink.
Go, Boo-Boo. I'll park the rat-sickle.
Oh, take that, Mr. Crook.
Oh!
Why not fight someone your own size, fella?
Ah! Help me! Won't somebody please help me?
The Ratfink will. Ape, drop that girl.
You heard me, you big ape!
Take that, Ape.
Ratfink and Boo-Boo, the leaders of today, building the leaders of tomorrow. Ratfink and Boo-Boo are coming.
Drainage ditches, parking lots, drive-thrus, abandoned swimming pools. These are public places you have the right to grind on them whenever you please. Has the man been hassling you, keeping you and your board from catching wicked air? I can help you. I'm Rad Abrams, skateboard attorney.
Dude, I was tweaking. It was like totally my fault.
Even if you were tweaking, then it was like totally your fault. I can help you.
Dude, I hella effed up this guy's yard, and I'm pissed. But I don't know why.
Even if you're messed up inside, you're misplacing anger that should be directed at your parents. I can help you.
Dude, I am super broke. I can barely even afford smokes. How do you expect me to get a lawyer?
I know how it is. No money, no problem. There's no fee until we win. You can even bum a smoke. Let Rad Abrams hook you up.
Don't delay. Call Rad Abrams and Associates today. Look for our ad in Thrasher Magazine.
Later days, dudes.
Skateboarding is not a crime. However, in Italy, jogging is. In the 1960s, the government took strong steps to prevent this health epidemic from eroding their fat and cholesterol-based economy. In this next reel of SuperArgo, you'll see a typical jogging intervention/encounter group putting the smack down on a would-be fitness fanatic in a running suit. Let's watch.
They thought it was really me. We fooled them. Into the woods. Hurry. trucks have disappeared.
Obviously, they turned off into the woods somewhere.
Come on. Let's look for them. You take that side, I'll cover this one. Stay in contact.
All right.
Come here. Do you see anything?
No, nothing. Everything here is perfectly quiet.
Just don't fall asleep on me, huh?
I've got my eyes open. Don't worry about that. And I'll be very careful. SuperArgo. SuperArgo. Come in. SuperArgo.
Come here. Are you there?
SuperArgo.
Come here. Where are you? Come here.
SuperArgo, listen. I saw them. They were right here in front of me.
Then don't move. I'll join you.
It's no use. They've disappeared. But I've discovered something very important.
All right, then meet me at the car. So you think they were alternating electronic impulses, is that right?
That's right. A type of Morse transmission.
Then that was the interference that broke our contact.
The Giants were receiving those signals clearly. They actually have a precise meaning. Obviously, some kind of orders.
This confirms my suspicions. Those Giants are actually the athletes who were kidnapped. Naturally, they've been conditioned to move and act like robots. And whoever did it has his hideout around here somewhere.
Cinema Insomnia now presents Trivia in Cinema. You may remember the desolate country road location from tonight's film SuperArgo from the Italian version of Night of the Living Dead, La Dolce Zamboni. Or perhaps not. Perhaps Mr. Lobo should try some broader comedy to appeal to an international audience. Cinema Insomnia will be back after this brief intermission with a special interview with SuperArgo himself, presented in three-way SuperArgo-Scope process. I hate sketch comedy.
It's intermission time, folks, and that means it's time for a tasty snack. How about a stroll over to the refreshment counter for a delicious bite to eat? You don't have to worry about missing any part of the show because our announcer will let you know 3 minutes before the show starts again. See you over at the refreshment counter.
Here's a choice of food and drink to satisfy anyone and everyone. You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment. Something to please all tastes and age groups.
This is Mr. Lobo for Cinema Insomnia, and I'm here with Erwin Keys. Good day, sir. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's really interesting to be this close to you in person because, you know, there are very few, and I hope you don't take offense to the term character actor. You take offense to that term, character actor?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm proud to be one.
Okay, all right. Because there are character actors and there are character men, right? And you're kind of in between because when people see you, they know it's you. You don't disappear into your
No.
You don't disappear. But you're the go-to guy for a certain type.
There you go,
right?
yes.
And I bet you get a lot of, you're that guy, you're him, that's you. Do you get a lot of that?
I hear that all the time from everybody but casting directors. I hear that all the time. You know, it's great to be a character actor because you actually get the bad girls, you get all the good parts. You know, you get to be bad, you get to have fun, you get to be monsters. You know, you get to do all the fun parts that, you know, being a boring leading man or leading woman doesn't get to do. Today I finally got a copy of a movie I've never seen that I did for a company called Troma called Squeeze Play. And back in those days, I was doing very low budget movies that paid very little, but I always played the same sort of part. And basically it would be a sports movie. I did a football movie, a baseball movie, a soccer movie, a bowling movie. And in each one of these, the manager of the team somehow got involved with the mafia, you know, betting, you know, sports betting. And he was in debt to the mafia, and I was the guy they sent to break his legs or collect the money. And I did that in 4 straight movies, that same part.
What is a squeeze play?
It's fantastic.
Primo.
It was good.
You know, next time I think I'll even bring my wife. Get a date, get a hit, and see Squeeze Play. It's 7 innings of Animal House and Meatballs in the wildest movie of the year.
Squeeze Play is fun. Sun, cars, and bars.
The New York Daily News calls Squeeze Play a saucy, spicy, rollicking comedy. Squeeze Play. It's the World Series of Laughs. Coming soon. Rated R.
And over the years, I've developed a gangster part ever since.
You know what's very strange about that is that whenever someone makes a joke, oh yeah, we're going to send someone over to break your legs, my mental picture is you. That is what is in
there
my
you go.
head.
That's a good picture to have because I've actually done that.
Yes. And you do that well. I can't think of anybody else really who would be
Yeah.
The go-to guy.
Yeah.
The gangster who goes over and breaks the leg. Now,
Yeah.
do these characters have names?
Usually Thug One or, Hitman.
Yes.
Thug One or Hitman usually. Something like very, very chiseled names. But the irony is that years later, what do? I play a hitman on his last legs in Intolerable Cruelty, which was a Coen Brothers film.
Yes.
And
you were actually very tremendous in that,
well,
by the way.
yeah, thank you very much.
Please sit. Relax. Consider this office your office. Now, sir, tell me your troubles.
Well... Come to Papa. Come on now. My wife has me between a rock and a hard place.
That's her job. You should respect that.
Sounds like to me you gonna nail his...
When a marriage hits the skids...
Honey, my key doesn't work. Can we talk?
And there's a fortune to protect. Miles Massey is the best there is.
So you propose that in spite of demonstrable infidelity on your part, your unoffending wife should be tossed out on her ear. Is that possible? It's a challenge.
Your Honor, I call Heinz the Baron Kraus von Espy.
Now, a man who is used to winning.
Did she specify what kind of a husband she was looking for?
She said she wanted a very rich husband.
Is about to lose his heart to a woman.
Look at her, an athlete at the peak of her powers. Excuse me.
Who is ready to bite back.
I would be delighted, honored, really, if you...
Howard!
You named him after your ex.
I'm sentimental.
Friends, today, Miles Massey is here to tell you that love need cause us no fear. I assume you're a carnivore.
Oh, Mr. Massey, you have no idea.
Love need cause us no shame.
Objection, Your Honor! Strangling the witness!
I'm going to allow it.
Love is good.
Marilyn, what a pleasant... Who the hell are you?
Howard and I are planning to marry.
Dump him.
I could have you disbarred for that.
You fascinate me.
Intolerable Cruelty.
That was, I would say, probably a signature part for me. A character named Wheezy Joe, a hitman with asthma. Whoever heard of a hitman with asthma?
Only the Coen brothers.
The Coen brothers. There you go. And the irony was in the movie, the Coen brothers, they're very specific how they allot their time. They don't overshoot any film. Everything is storyboarded out, and as we're doing the scene, they allotted 4 hours for my big death scene, and we started shooting it, and we finished it in 20 minutes. And Joel and Ethan are scratching their heads, and they were lost. They didn't know what to do because they're not used to a scene actually being finished so quickly. So they just didn't know what to do for the next 3 hours and 40 minutes. And I thought that was the funniest thing.
Wow, that's a really interesting story. So what did you do? Did you order a pizza, or what did you do?
Well, they just kind of sat around and were scratching, and everybody was looking and waiting for an order, but they didn't know what to do.
There wasn't a reason to do another take.
They couldn't go. Yeah, it was done. The work was done.
Wow. See, I would have thought that was one of those Kubrick things where it would have been, 7 days with you on your knees,
Oh, yeah. No. The Coen brothers do not shoot like that with every lens that was ever made, with every Spielberg gizmo that was invented just because they can. They're very economical, and they shoot a lot like, I would say, probably Alfred Hitchcock, that they don't even have to be on the set because it's all storyboarded what they want, and it's all there, it's all done.
Well, I guess that would be the only way for them to very they're probably the only way that they can really truly collaborate and direct as one mind. Because if they were both standing there trying to decide on set what they were going to do, they'd probably kill each other.
Well, I hate to say it, they do not direct as one mind.
Oh.
Because they would, I would have like a 3-second little bit that we're about to shoot. And Ethan would sneak up to me and whisper in my ear. He'd go, "Do this, don't do that, do this, do this, don't do that, and do this." And then
I get that in my head all the time, although there's no one there.
Yeah. And then his brother would see that and would come over and whisper in my other ear, "Don't do that, don't do that, do this, don't do that, don't do that." The total opposite. And this is like 3 seconds of film time. So, you end up just shooting what you want to do. And that's how you do it.
And it turned out great.
Yep.
Sometimes you need that.
You need that,
You need that struggle.
Yeah. I guess, it's just the way the two Coen brothers work. They just have fun like that, I guess.
They make marvelous films.
They sure do.
And films with memorable characters and good stories.
Good.
We need more of that.
Yes, we do.
And we need more great character actors like Irwin Keyes.
Well, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you, and good luck.
Cinema Insomnia now returns you to our feature presentation. And tonight, Guy Williams is a masked wrestler trying to stop remote-controlled robots from kidnapping Italy's finest athletes in SuperArgo, presented in patented SuperArgo-Scope. And tonight we're triply honored to have SuperArgo here, himself, in person here tonight in our studio, tonight here in person. So it's a regular Argo a go-go, if you might say. Maybe you won't. But anyway, it's so special that we're going to present this interview 3 times. That's right, 3 times. Each time focusing on a different segment of our super widescreen image. The first time, you will see the middle of the image. The second time, you will see the right side, and finally, the extreme left view of tonight's super interview in SuperArgo-Scope. And without any further ado, let me introduce my super guest, SuperArgo. SuperArgo, welcome to this historic broadcast.
Thank you, Mr. Lobo.
Hold that thought.
It is an honor.
We must now return to our feature tonight, SuperArgo.
Excuse me, ma'am.
What can I do for you, SuperArgo?
You know me?
Even here in the country, we get the news. The famous SuperArgo and his encounter with Diabolicus. I must say I was impressed.
Then I hope you don't mind if we accompany you. There are dangerous creatures in these woods.
Don't tell me the great SuperArgo believes in fairies.
And elves.
There are far more things in heaven and earth than are dreamed of in our philosophy.
Pure superstition. I've been using this road for years. I live up there in that castle.
I didn't realize that anybody lived there.
Oh, yes. It was abandoned when my husband bought it. He had the right wing restored before he died. Goodbye, SuperArgo. By the way, I'm Gloria Devon. I hope we meet again.
So do I. Did you hear that? Pure superstition. I guess we're just victims of hallucination.
Even if we are, the imagination often has more truth than reality itself.
I guess you're right.
To escort me home.
Saw it. SuperArgo and the Indian.
Be careful, won't you? Capture him alive.
Look out, come here. Come on, get in the car.
He's amazing.
In a class by himself. I underestimated him.
Appears to be dead.
We'll take him back with us.
Damnation. They took one of my men. That's more than I bargained for. We better forget SuperArgo.
Perhaps it's too risky.
Wait a minute. We have Claire Brand. She might very well be able to help us.
Forceps. No blood, naturally. A completely artificial form of life.
Electrical impulse circulation. There's still a residue of energy, but the mechanism is beyond repair.
So that's that.
Probably it's a system for controlling the nerve centers through the use of electromagnetic waves transmitted from a distance. In other words, remote control.
SuperArgo. Please tell our viewers at home what SuperArgo means.
It's Italian for daredevil.
Of course. You know, we wanted to get that movie, but it was too expensive. Tell us more about your sidekick, Haji, I believe?
Who?
Punjab?
I'm sorry. I believe you're thinking of Little Orphan Annie.
Okay, well, the guy with the turban and the Nehru jacket, this little Annie fellow, I mean, is he supposed to be Hindu? Because he's awfully fair.
What does this have to do with SuperArgo?
Your sidekick, taught you these sort of New Age Jedi mind tricks? Could you give us a demonstration?
Oh, yes. In Italy, we call this mind over marinara. Would you care to see me break a vase of my mind?
Yes, I would. You know, we happen to have a 5-foot earthenware Grecian vase right directly behind you. So why don't you go ahead and be our guest and show us how it works?
Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have total silence. This takes keen concentration.
Oh my gosh, that's spectacular! There's just rubble and pieces of pottery and smoke where there once stood a mighty work of art. I mean, you could be one of Dionne Warwick's psychic friends with that sort of ability.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Wow, well, we're gonna need to take a break ourselves and clear up some of this debris and collect up our collective breath. Cinema Insomnia will be back with more Super Argo after these commercial messages.
There's an epidemic affecting thousands of young Canadians, a condition scientists are calling the munchies. I'm World Wrestling Federation superstar Chris Jericho, and I've joined forces with Taco Bell to fight this hunger. You can join our tag team. By making a donation of only $3.99, you'll receive 3 Taco Supremes and a drink. Act now, and together we can help young people like Todd pummel the munchies.
Are you here to confirm that Daredevil is responsible for this, Detective?
There is no proof that Daredevil even exists.
He can hear it before it makes a sound. He can sense it before it happens. He can vanish before you realize he's there. And he's the last person you'd ever expect.
Police suspected the vigilante Daredevil was the one to bring the criminals to justice.
I don't know why you read that trash.
You want the truth?
Tell me.
She's hideous.
Excuse me. I just wanted to get your name. Does every guy have to go through all this to find out your name?
You should try asking for my number.
I've been following that piece you wrote about the Kingpin.
How do you kill a man without fear?
Let the bodies hit them.
Give me bullseye.
The devil's mine.
I hope justice is found here before justice finds you.
How can you be a skeptic?
There's no eyewitness. I mean, you know, Bigfoot has eyewitnesses.
Please.
Welcome back to Cinema Insomnia. And right now we're continuing our interview with Super Argo in SuperArgo-Scope. And we're presenting this interview 3 times, each time from a distinctly different view, so you can appreciate this process. And Super Argo, explain to our viewers now why you're lying there on the floor.
I'm going to levitate myself.
Okay, now, easy. Before you continue, I must remind you, this is a family show, and we are not in Italy.
No, my friend. Levitation is the art of making one's body float like a feather. Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have complete silence. This takes keen concentration.
Okay, you've said this before. Good heavenly days! How is this accomplished? Incredible!
I'm sorry. This has never happened to me before.
That's okay, Super Argo. It happens to the best of us.
Cover it up. This cadaver has a very unusual anatomy. It should really be called a machine. As horrible a machine as you could possibly imagine.
Doesn't this remind you of all that commotion a few years ago over the work of a certain doctor?
Yes. You mean the one who was taken to court?
Of course. He was a surgeon who carried out experiments under cover of regular operations on his patients. He was trying to create artificial internal organs. Liver, heart, kidneys, the complete list, and of course, didn't succeed. Poor old guy. It seems his daughter had him committed right after the trial. His name was Prasinski. He was Polish.
We have to find out where he is, Kamir. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
As I told you, Prasinski is a mere shell of a man. For months he's refused to eat, and we've been forced to feed him intravenously, but he's just wasting away.
I want to question him.
You're welcome to try, but don't expect that you're going to get very clear answers from a man in his condition.
Who are you?
Doctor.
What do you want?
I have to ask you something.
Go away. Go away. Leave me alone.
Don't worry. We don't want to hurt you, Doctor. We're your friends.
I've no friends. Don't tell me those lies. You all hate me, I know. Leave me alone. Just let me die.
You have to live, Doctor. The world has great need of men like you.
No, I want to be left alone.
Calm down.
My notes. Where are they?
Calm down,
Where
sir.
are they? Who took my notes? They have to be destroyed. Do you understand? Destroyed. Where's Gloria? Call her. Gloria. Gloria!
That's enough. This will calm him.
Gloria.
There we are.
Professor, who is this Gloria?
The old man's daughter. I think she lives in Poland, but she dropped out of sight right after she had him committed.
Listen, Professor, what would you say is actually wrong with Prasinski?
A mental disorientation with peripheral complications. The clinical reports are all consistent with this diagnosis, and I can also say that this opinion was shared by the famous Professor Wong.
Did you say Professor Wong?
Yes, that's right. My predecessor. He was actually director of this institution during the period when Prasinski was first sent here. He's running a clinic of his own now, not very far from here.
Well, Kamir, I think we found out all we want to know.
You're right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sorry we had to bother you.
It was no bother, gentlemen.
Goodbye, sir.
Go ahead. That's enough.
Heart beating normally. Pulse 83.
Good. How do you feel, Claire?
I feel very relaxed.
We want you to be relaxed. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
You do trust me.
Yes.
Someone wants to hurt you. You and your brother Joe. You understand, Claire?
Yes.
His name is SuperArgo. He wears a mask. He's your enemy.
Yes.
SuperArgo is out to kill your brother. Remember that. Remember that. Remember, he wants to kill your brother.
In my opinion, Prasinski isn't as crazy as they say. He's just overcome by fear and remorse. He said something about his lost notes, the records of his research work, no doubt.
Which someone has used to transform champion athletes into monstrous robots.
Exactly. And that someone is certain to be another scientist. A genius, if you like, but a diabolical one.
If you're thinking of Professor Wand, I'd better warn you that the idea is ridiculous. He's a member of various academic committees and a most distinguished scientist.
Professor Wand was the first person to examine Prasinski. He runs a clinic outside town, near the area where we traced the giants.
Coincidence, merely circumstantial evidence.
Yes, but there's another coincidence. We found out that Prasinski has a daughter called Gloria, and apparently one of Wand's assistants is a Gloria Devon. It seems that this Gloria lives in a castle near Wand's clinic. So Gloria Devon and Gloria Prasinski could be the same person.
I admit the evidence is piling up, but we must have more than just suspicions. Any plans yet?
Yes, I want to go and visit Wand and ask him some questions. I'm looking forward to the professor's answers. They should be interesting. I almost forgot. I need a car fixed up like this.
All right. I'll have our machine shop start working on it immediately. It'll be ready by tomorrow. Unless you need it before then.
No, that'll be fine.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Thank goodness she's alive.
We better get her back home.
Why am I here? How did I get here?
Claire, do you feel better now? Camille and I found you unconscious on the road. How did you get there? Try to think.
I don't know. Everything is dark. I only remember the white shadows.
Was it like a hospital?
I don't know. Don't know. I'm so sleepy.
She'll feel better tomorrow. The house is surrounded by guards. But I think you and I had better stay here anyway, just in case.
Yes, you're right.
You can sleep on the sofa.
Remember, Claire, don't try to resist. You know you can trust me. I only want to help you. I want to prevent anyone from hurting you. You have an enemy, Claire. SuperArgo is your enemy. Come, Claire. Don't try to resist. Don't try to resist. You have to defend yourself. yourself and your brother. It's your life against SuperArgo's. Do it now. Quickly. Kill him. Kill him, Claire.
Of course, we're presenting this interview 3 times for you tonight in order to bring you the full measure, the full spectacle of SuperArgo-Scope. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to cut this a little short. Thank you for joining us, SuperArgo. How do you say thank you in Italian?
Grazie.
Ah, like the board game.
No, not exactly.
Oh, okay then. Well, I'm sure your butler Raja friend is getting restless out there in the car, so...
Ciao, baby.
Goodbye, Bella. And grazie on you all for watching Cinema Insomnia.
Hello, citizens. I'm taking a holiday from crime fighting in Gotham City. No rest from danger, though, because all around us is that deadly daily danger, traffic. I admire the way all you British children triumph over this danger by learning and using the road safety code, like curb drill. Before crossing the road, you stop at the curb, look right, look left, look right again, and then only if the road is clear, walk quickly across. Now, children, how does it go? At the curb, stop. Look right, look left, look right again. If all's clear, walk quickly across. Remember, be smart, be safe. Always do your curb drill.
Yahtzee, an exciting game of skill and chance.
Right, full house.
At each turn, you may roll the dice up to 3 times to get a winning combination. And 5 of a kind is Yahtzee.
Yahtzee! I win!
What are we going to do next week? Pulling the engine out of the car?
And if you think Yahtzee's fun, try Triple Yahtzee.
If you're just waking up, you're watching Cinema Insomnia. It's a regular Argo-A-Go-Go, if you will. So special, in fact, that we'll be presenting this interview 3 times, focusing each time on a different third of our super widescreen image. First the middle, then the right side, and finally the left side, so that once and for all, you at home can appreciate the great amount of care that goes into creating aspect ratios. Greetings, SuperArgo. We're so pleased you could join us for this historic broadcast.
Thank you, Mr. Lobo.
Hold that.
It is an honor.
Cinema Insomnia must now
Idiots.
return to our feature, SuperArgo.
Kill. 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 Kill.
What happened? If my costume weren't bulletproof, I'd be dead now. Poor Claire, she must have been hypnotized. We'll take her into town. She should be in the hospital. She needs proper treatment.
Is this what you wanted?
Perfect.
By the way, I've just seen Claire. The results of the preliminary examination seem to suggest that she's been thoroughly brainwashed in some way. But the doctors assure me she'll get better. She's a strong girl. Matter of time.
That's good news. And Brzezinski?
I'll see the authorities about him. I think we can arrange to have him transferred if you still want to.
Unless I'm mistaken, keeping our hands on Brzezinski may turn out to be important. And maybe we'll get a reaction from Wand.
You'll have to walk carefully. Wand is a very important person. We don't want any scandals.
You don't have to worry. If I get into any trouble, I won't involve you. By tomorrow, we should have a little action for you.
Good. The car's ready to be picked up whenever you want it.
Thank you. Don't forget, be ready to record everything.
All right.
This new catalyst gives a positive reaction. The procedure seems correct.
Let's see it. Excellent. This is the formula we've been searching for. That's all for tonight.
Forgive me, Professor. I've never lost the fighter's habit of doing the unexpected.
It's quite all right. A person like you needn't bother to announce himself.
Especially if he enters through the window.
Silly habit. You might run into a well-aimed bullet.
Is that all? I'm used to much worse things. You should know that.
Should I? May I know the reason for your, shall we say, unceremonious visit?
I'm looking for information. Have you ever heard of a certain Arthur Prasinsky?
Yes. He was in my care for close to 3 years. He was a truly brilliant scientist until his mind went. Unfortunately, there's a very fine line separating genius from madness.
Since Prasinsky's experiments apparently caused several deaths, they were considered to be the work of a maniac. Do you share that opinion, Professor Wand?
Well, the experiment succeeded. Prasinsky would have reaped the world's praise as our greatest genius.
Yes, probably. And in fact, I understand that someone is trying to continue with the same experiments. Have you heard anything about it?
No. But I'd be surprised if you were able to stop them this time.
Prasinsky informed me that all his notes had been stolen. What do you have to say on that subject?
The poor old man. It's really a fixation. Everything was burned. He set fire to them himself.
The psychiatrists seem quite certain that they know how to cure him.
Nonsense.
As a former friend, you'll be glad to hear that Prasinsky is being transferred to a government hospital for a new cure. And we expect him to reveal some important information.
Tell me more about your sidekick, Haji, I believe?
Who?
Punjab?
I'm sorry. I believe you were thinking of Little Orphan Annie.
Oh, well, the guy with the Nehru jacket and the turban, this little Annie Fanny fellow, is he supposed to be Hindu? He's awfully fair.
What does this have to do with SuperArgo?
Well, your sidekick, he taught you these sort of New Age Jedi mind tricks. Could you give us a demonstration?
Oh, yes. In Italy, we call this mind over marinara. Would you like to see me break a vase with my mind?
Oh, yes, please. You know, we just happen to have a 5.5-foot Grecian earthenware vase directly behind you, so you can go ahead and be our guest.
Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have total silence. This takes keen concentration.
Wow, that was spectacular. spectacular. I mean, there's just rubble and broken pottery and smoke where there once stood a mighty work of art. I mean, with that sort of ability, you could be one of Dionne Warwick's psychic friends.
Thank you. You're too kind.
We're going to have to take a break of our own while Mr. Lobo catches his breath. Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
Spider-Man, let's go! Change me apart. Spider-Man.
There's something new in your backyard. It's Birdman! More powerful than ever before!
Yeah! Just like the movies. Birdman is trapped.
You're a part of the action.
Awesome! Watch this.
Look out, Birdman!
Not this time. Yeah! Thanks, Birdman!
Now Birdman talks to you.
Smells like balls.
Batteries sold separately.
Welcome back to Cinema Insomnia. And tonight we continue our interview with SuperArgo, shown from 3 distinct views to illustrate the full splendor of SuperArgo-Scope. Now explain to our viewers why you are lying there on the floor.
I'm going to levitate myself.
Easy now. Before you start, let me remind you that this is a family show and we are not in Italy.
No, my friend. Levitation is the art of making one's body float like a feather. Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have complete silence. This takes keen concentration.
We've said that before. Good heavenly days! How do you do that? That's incredible!
I'm sorry. This has never happened to me before.
That's okay, SuperArgo. It happens to the best of us.
If you don't have anything else to say, I'll show you out.
I have one more question. Prasinsky had a daughter named Gloria. You know her?
Yes. Gloria Devon's my assistant.
Quite a coincidence. Don't you agree? And is it also a coincidence that she never bothered to visit the hospital?
It's quite normal. After the trial, the name Prasinsky was more than she could bear to live with.
Naturally, Professor. Thank you. We may meet again.
As things stand now, you can't put it off any longer. My father must be freed before it's too late.
Come, Gloria. Listen to reason. While SuperArgo is still alive, we have to be careful. If we're careless, he can jeopardize every move we make. Don't let me down now. Gloria, you know how much I love you.
I won't let you down, but we must do something for my father.
It'll be risky, but if that's what you really want, I'll rescue him.
Did you hear that, Kamir? Our plan has worked perfectly. Fasten your safety belt.
I think SuperArgo is finished.
Look.
SuperArgo! SuperArgo! Help!
Look. Don't move. The faceless giants are completely invulnerable except for their electronic hearts. This gun fires electric charges. A direct hit will simply blow their fuses. They should be pretty useful tonight. My suspicions were justified. With these television cameras, Wand has been observing our every move. I guess he has others all around the castle.
In that case, Wand already must be aware of our presence. However, remember, my friend, we too may observe everything they're doing.
SuperArgo's come to us of his own accord. Holm. We'll use plan number 1. Plan number 1, yes.
images are still too confused. I can't see anything clearly.
Keep on trying. Focus your mind on the details. It must be one of the rooms in the castle. Well?
Yes? It's all clear now. It's a laboratory. Wand, Gloria. They're very busy working at some kind of machine. It's the apparatus that controls the giants. That must be what Wand's doing now.
Perhaps it is. What about the giants?
They're on their way. Look, there they are. Be careful. This could be pretty rough. Shoot straight and stay out of their reach.
It's a massacre.
Never mind, dear. They're heavily outnumbered. They haven't a chance.
SuperArgo! SuperArgo! Help! SuperArgo!
Grab my hand.
Ridiculous. We've got him in our hands.
Are you certain? Perhaps it's the other way around.
I tell you we can kill him. Now. Immediately.
What if you fail?
I won't. Put your head on the block. Kane, go ahead. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him, I tell you! Home! Go ahead. Kill him! Kill him! I said kill him!
You have a few more seconds left.
And that's why I say fighting crime is like making love to a
Well,
woman.
unfortunately, this interview is running 3 times tonight in order to bring folks the full spectacle of SuperArgo-Scope. And sadly, Mr. Lobo's going to have to cut you a little short. Thank you, SuperArgo, for joining us on Cinema Insomnia. How do you say thank you in Italian?
Grazie.
Ah, like the board game.
No, not exactly.
Okay, well, fine. Thank you for coming. I'm sure your butler Raja friend is getting restless out there in the car.
Ciao, baby.
Goodbye, Bella. And grazie on you all for watching Cinema Insomnia.
Something smells good. What are you up to, little lady?
Oh, Squishy Bear, I've just baked some banana apple nutberry muffins with horse and butter in.
I thought we were cutting back on our butter, smoochy woochy.
Not butter diddle cakes, horse and butterin'. It's Swedish and it's new from the makers of Horse and Milkin'.
Swedish, huh? But how does it taste?
It's made with 100% horse tallow for a one-of-a-kind creamy texture, just like you, greasy pants. Try one with some more horse and butterin' on top.
Sweet liberty! My face is tingling.
I told you should try it on this bear claw.
You weren't kidding. I can't stop.
Easy, honey. You're eating too fast. Here, wash that down.
So creamy. It hurts. I love you.
Take it easy, Doodle-Puss.
Oh, my God. My arm. I think oh, yes. I'm having a heart attack.
Oh, honey. Honey, hang on, baby. I'm calling 911.
New from the makers of Horse and Milkin'. It's Horse and Butterin'. So creamy, it hurts.
Where'd you get your guinea pig?
Happens to be the best damn candidate out of 600 volunteers.
A secret experiment gave one man the strength of 100.
The rest of the world, he's just codenamed Captain America.
And the power to save millions.
The Jerry's had an experimental rocket ready to fire at a target somewhere in the United States.
Only he could defeat a superhuman madman.
They got a fella called the Red Skull heading up their outfit. All we can hope to get in there is one good man.
But saving the world left him trapped in an icy grave until fate released him to finish a battle started decades ago.
Yeah, he's still alive. We don't know where he is or who he is.
Now, an evil genius is on the verge of global domination.
Captain America, you gotta help us.
And only Captain America can stop him. Ronnie Cox, Ned Beatty, Darren McGavin, Kim Gillingham, Scott Pollan as the Red Skull, and Matt Salinger as the Marvel Comics hero, Captain America.
You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia. And tonight, Guy Williams is trying to stop remote-controlled robots from kidnapping Italy's finest athletes in SuperArgo. Presented tonight only in SuperArgo-Scope.
Didn't we do this already?
Yes, actually, this is the third time that we've done this. This time we're focusing on the extreme right, or the third. of our super widescreen image so that people at home can see what they're missing
I get
on
it
the
now.
small screen.
So that's the reason I'm not in the shot this time. That's great, because these tights are super itchy, and I can scratch myself.
Hold that thought.
And no one will
Cinema
be the
Insomnia
wiser.
must now return to tonight's feature, Super Argo.
You can still save yourself.
What's the difference if I owe you my life?
No, we can't let him die.
Take him back to his cell. Do what I tell you.
I'm glad you decided to listen to the voice of your conscience.
Try to understand. I couldn't let him die. You see, I have my doubts about the value of our work. He's made me see that all this is something monstrous.
You're hypnotized. His will has dominated yours.
Perhaps. But I must be certain. I must know if our work is justified. I can't bear to live with the doubt that always tormented my father.
I understand. Then he shall live.
I may eventually convince him to join our cause.
Not SuperArgo. But I won't stop you. It's been a long day. You need some rest. Come.
I need to think. I'm so worried about my father.
I've examined this cell bit by bit, but it's impossible to get out of here unless someone decides to open the door.
I hope someone will. Miss Gloria Devon may no longer consider herself an enemy.
You may be right, but that won't help you. Nothing can save you now. In a few seconds, your cell will be filled with gas, DHL, and cyanide. Take a deep breath, SuperArgo. It's your last.
Look, Amir. That gas. It's heavier than air. Everything depends on the quantity. I wonder how much he'll use.
Then the room won't be filled up to the ceiling.
No, only about halfway up, I suppose.
Yes, but will that help us?
Yes, I have an idea.
I thought you were resting. Where are you going?
I must talk to SuperArgo.
SuperArgo is out to ruin us. You're playing his game, blinded by sentiment.
What do you mean?
You have to forget him.
Let me go.
I don't advise you to go into his cell. I filled it with DHL and cyanide.
You're completely mad.
He's dead.
expecting you.
All this is just an illusion. It's some kind of trick.
No. Haven't you ever heard about the ancient, mystic phenomenon by means of which the Hindus can make their bodies lighter than air? The term is levitation. I learned the principle of it from Kamir. Now look at this chain. It would take far more than human strength to break it. The man of the future is the man who controls the infinite strength of the spirit. I think you must surely have realized by now to what awful depths of degradation this criminal research of Wan's has led you. No, stay here. If you leave here, Wan will kill you. Look over there. I'll have to convince you. I see him. He knows I'm alive. He's coming here. Wait for me, I'll be back.
Home! You two. Come with me. Let's go. Now check channel number 2.
Leave him alone!
So your sidekick taught you some sort of new age Jedi mind tricks?
Oh, yes. In Italy, we call this mind over marinara. Would you like to see me break a vase with my mind?
Oh, yes, please. We just happen to have a 5.5-foot earthenware Grecian vase set up behind you there, so be our guest.
Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have total silence. This takes keen concentration.
Wow, that's incredible. I've never seen anything before like it. I mean, there's just shards of broken pottery and clay where there once stood a mighty work of art. Just incredible. I mean, with that sort of ability, you could be one of Dionne Warwick's psychic friends.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Wow, I don't know what to say. We're going to have to take a break and collect our collective breath. Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
What's that escapee from a horror movie up to? I'll hit him off at the park. We need a new cage, extra large.
And for saving our city, I'm giving you this medal and a cash award of $400
Pardon
million.
me.
Yes, Spider-Man.
Frankly, I'd rather have a banana.
Spider-Man loves bananas. Eat fruit. Snack smart.
Watch a terrifying new world of fantasy come alive on Ultraman in color. See the heroic Science Patrol team battle grotesque monsters from outer space, from beneath the earth, and from the deep. See Ultraman, Protector of the World. Challenge them on Channel 17, weekdays at 4.
Welcome back to Cinema Insomnia. And tonight we continue our interview with SuperArgo, as shown from 3 distinct views to illustrate the full splendor of SuperArgo-Scope. Now, explain to our viewers why you're lying there on the floor.
I'm going to levitate myself.
Okay, easy now. Before you start, let me remind you this is a family show, and this is not Italy.
No, my friend. Levitation is the art of making one's body float like a feather. Now, Mr. Lobo, I must have complete silence. This takes keen concentration.
You've said that before. Wow! Good heavenly days! How do you do that? That's utterly amazing!
I'm sorry. This has never happened to me before.
That's all right, SuperArgo. Happens to the best of us.
I'm sorry, SuperArgo. But perhaps it's better for you. This way you don't have...
Let's go and release the prisoners. All right, quiet down. Now listen to me, every one of you. We're getting out of this place, but keep together or we'll be massacred by the robots. This way. Wait. I hear them coming. Come on. All right, let him have it. Hit him in the heart. Let's go! You go that way. The rest of you this way.
All right, men, come on.
Can't get away, Juan. All right, Juan. This is the end of the road. Your time has run out. The doom he deserves. Come on.
Good morning. Feeling better today? Yes, thank you. Did anyone telephone? No, Miss Brand.
Who were you expecting?
You can take your mask off now, SuperArgo. Your mission is over.
Thank you, SuperArgo, for joining us on Cinema Insomnia. How do you say thank you in Italian?
Grazie.
Like the board game.
No.
Fine. Well, I'm sure your butler Raja friend is getting restless out there in the car, so...
Ciao, baby.
Goodbye, Abella. Okay. Well, and grazie on you all for watching Cinema Insomnia. And I think that was good. I'm not sure. I'm experiencing deja vu, although that's a French expression.
If I could only find the part in these curtains.
Oh well, I'll see you next week for a plain old full-screen edition of Cinema Insomnia. This is Mr. Lobo, signing off.
Then I can get the hell out of here.
Make little moments special. Make little moments special.
All right, make little moments special.